All right, settle with that. That's the script. It's going to be slammed at 8. Love it. As good as we could do anyway on that. We can start this. Just have to make sure we don't use... I don't know. I guess it depends on how long the filming process takes. Maybe it'll be all right if I put them in a movie. We have Wendy now, right? Wendy could be our annoying suitor. Our damsel in distress. I think the damsel in distress role is just beneath her now. You know, she is just an accredited professional at this point, right? She doesn't have anything to show for it, though. We need her to get the protagonist. Need to get her an award of some kind. Okay, so 8.0, probably Wilson. It would be okay here. We can give him all locations, so we're not going to bother with the soundstage. I don't know if it's worth going 4 stars here, but if it keeps it pinned to a 9.0 movie later, then that will pay for itself. For sure. Especially if it gets the boutique score. The boutique score is really what I'm aiming for now, because it makes so much more money than the behemoth score. It's like the behemoth score raises it up at the beginning, right? And then the boutique complements it by making sure it falls much slower. So like getting them both together is fantastic, but if I have to choose one or the other, I choose the boutique because it's going to fall way slower, and over the course of 2 months, I think it will make more than that single week boost that it's going to have from behemoth. Let's put Ricardo on this. Give him something to do. Oh, his contract. Wow. Okay. I mean, I couldn't see that at the time, but Dewey can do this one. That's fine. And then for our director, let's bring... I think, yeah, we're probably good to put somebody like Mike Martin on this. Comedy, action. So you're good with comedy and you're good with action. So yeah, let's do that. Mike Martin can take this one. Our clumsy oaf. Donald, are we above being a clumsy oaf? You're a 10. I'm going to wait. You're a 10 now. Donald has upgraded himself, or I actually paid for it, so it's my fault. I upgraded you. Tom Norris, you can be there. Annoying suitor. We have Wendy Carpenter listed above Gertrude now. I don't know how that happens, but, you know, I feel like our award-winning superstar true artist should be ranked higher, but all right. It's fine. All of you guys are ready for your movies. I think I don't need all of you. So I think the annoying suitor in this case could probably be Nelly. Give her some experience there. Damsel in distress. God, I wish I could give you an award, Alice. I'm sorry. I still need to get Teresa Chavez to be uncapped as well. She's getting up there in years, though. I'm not sure if the value in uncapping, in investing in that is going to be there, but it's that superstar thing, right? I can maybe get her to superstar. How do we progress that? I haven't noticed any way. It seems like the game just decides who they are, right? How do you get someone to upgrade from being a star to a superstar? How do you get someone to upgrade from being a true artist to an icon? I've yet to see anyone in that green section. So I have no idea how that goes. He's 38. Annoying suitor is 44. Damsel in distress, Jane. And then the sidekick here can be... Let's make it... You guys are all very close to expiring in your contracts now. That's why I'm doing movie contracts now. You know what? It'll be Scott. Everybody else is going to lift Scott up anyway, so we'll do that. All right, villain's right-hand man. Now, our villain in the movie is an old friend turned enemy. So it's an old friend of the clumsy oaf, Tom Norris. Let's choose who that's going to be. I think I could give Tom Stone this role. I could. You know, and then we could have your right hand. You know what? Screw it. Charlie is going to be in this. I don't want you sitting around doing nothing. So I'm going to have you do this. And I might actually switch this. Do I really want my star to be... All right, tell you what. I want the sidekick to be Tom. If I'm going to have you in this movie, I'm going to put you in a little bit more prominent position. I know, I'm role-playing this a little bit. You guys like that, right? You guys are into the role-play a little bit. Here, villain's right hand. I think we... Johnny Hayes could get some experience, but I got to uncap him first. Dawson. We can get some experience on Dawson. Let's just make sure his performance is going to be great. We have wardrobes now, guys. It finally happened. Not sure I want to use it on you, though. Let's do it like this. Finally have the wardrobes. Does anyone need a wardrobe? No, everyone's maxed. I have other means of making people happy, so whatever. Yeah, it's good. All Alrighty then. So, are there any more scripts we could potentially do here that matter? These ones are just not good enough for me. So I'm going to pass. Do I want to write a movie? How about we could write another one for Wendy? I don't know why this popped into my head, but I'm going to run with it. This is Wonderful. Another movie for Wendy, right? It's Wonderful. And it's going to be a rom-com. I know. I'm so original. The Wonderful rom-com. And this one's way beyond the bonus we can get for the war and everything. So this one can be Wonderful, taking place in... Gosh, I don't like any of these settings for this, to be honest. Victorian England, I guess. I really don't like the settings for this, but it's all right. We could have an ambitious woman as our thing. We could, but I think it's going to be hopeless romantic. It is a rom-com after all. And we're going to have a forced union. I think would be all right here. I haven't used this yet. I want to. And forced union kind of works with Victorian England a little bit. So, all right. Then we could have a sidekick. Sure. And we could have obviously love interest. It is a love story after all. We're not going to have a triangle here. We can have not catchy one-liners. I like highbrow humor for this. She could be like a highborn sort of, in Victorian England kind of thing. I don't think we need a triangle. We're going to keep it respectful. We're going to keep nudity out of it for the time period, this type of movie. Highly festive atmosphere makes sense here. I like that too. We could go into maybe a little bit of social rejection could work here. Maybe unrequited love, winning the beloved. I think winning the beloved could be a thing here for this one. I'm not sure. Yeah, public declaration makes sense for this, if we can kind of tie that into the story. And of course, we're going to finally be, getting together here. So everyone's going to sweetheart stay together. No. There's another one I thought. There was a better one for this. Protagonist finds love? Is that right? Finds? Couple gets married. Goes with the forced union. Counterpart's maybe a good person, but is it true love? Is this what true love looks like? Yeah, I like this. It could be like one of those types of stories. And then for the supporting characters, is there really anyone else I could do this with? It could be annoying. Maybe that's why it's forced. I think it's just arranged marriage kind of thing is what I'm thinking of. So maybe we don't do that. It could be a Christmas thing. It's not going to release in time for a Christmas movie. Generational conflict. Maybe she's struggling to like the old ways of arranging marriages and stuff. She doesn't want that. Maybe that's why it's forced. I don't know about putting lowbrow and highbrow humor in the same movie. Maybe it's sort of like a highborn, lowborn situation. And that's why, but that wouldn't be forced. So that wouldn't make any sense, I guess. Running away, struggle for a better life doesn't make sense. She's already at the top. Treasure on unrequited love probably doesn't make sense here. Untamed sex definitely won't make sense for if it's a forced marriage. Rape might, but we're not going there. We're not going there. Let's see. Protagonist pulled back in. I think probably I can try to see what it's like to mix highbrow and lowbrow humor in the same movie. We can try to see what that's like. It is a comedy after all, so it could make sense. And then it is a comedy after all, so it could make sense, right, Joe? Yeah, Joe? Yeah, you could do this for me, right, Joe? I think so. 143 days. You want to do that for me? All right, so Butler needs to have his contract renewed, and he is a producer, so I have the money. I don't need it for 5 years. I don't even need it for 3. I'm gonna say 3, but I really don't need it for 3. All right, and there it goes. So it saves me a little bit of cash in that way too. Assuming I readjusted the value. I don't remember if I readjusted the value. I might have just paid him 5 years worth for 3 years. I don't actually remember hitting the button now. I'm kind of on autopilot at this point. Take advantage. That's the script that we were inspired for, right? Brothers in Arms. No, I wrote this. Yeah, I remember this. I tied it in. It was one of my World War II movies. We're going to have to make this immediately. And this one is It has to be made quickly, so I'm thinking we're going to leverage sound stages here because it has to be made very fast to take full advantage of this event that's going on this year that I don't have, I'm not prepared for, right? So we're going to go like this. This makes it as quickly as I can. 170 days is not that fast, man. It is not that fast. Maybe we bring I mean, it's going to hurt the film, right? So I have to see whether or not the bonus that we're going to get. I mean, they said that they will fill the seats, right? It said they will fill the seats. So it's like, do I need to do this? Can I go lower quality locations? And it's not making a meaningful difference on the timeline though. Like it's 100 and it's 3 extra days, like whatever, you know, 10 extra days, whatever. We'll go with this. I don't know if that's a good thing to do, but we'll go with this. 155 now. I would think that adding crew, I'm just going to say this. I think that if you say enough or you add plenty, I feel like this should have an impact on this, or specifically should have an impact on this. I feel like you should get a couple of days there. You're spending more money, but if you give more crew, things can operate more smoothly. Costumes and props going amazing definitely should hit it. Yeah, that makes sense. But going high doesn't have an impact on timeline, so we'll just go there. And then for the extras, I would say having more extras would increase the time. So, like, if you add more crew, this should reduce this. If you add more extras, it should increase this. That's what I would suspect. Because it is significantly easier to manage the set with more crew, provided that they're good at their jobs. You can get things done much faster this way. But countering that, it's significantly more difficult to manage a lot of people than it is to manage a few people. So I feel like these things do not have as big of an impact as they should. Costumes and props, I can understand maybe why low and medium wouldn't have a huge impact. You're just sourcing it from a different vendor. High, I guess you could source it from a much different vendor, but there's not really a huge cost difference between medium and high. But then amazing, I think we're assuming that we're making them all bespoke at that point. Like we're making everything ourselves. And so that changes it, but it only adds like what? 5 days. Like that's not a huge difference. This, however, look at this. You can see 29 days here. If you go high, now it says 39 days. Despite adding 10 days for that, it only has a 5-day impact, right? The pre-production only goes up by 4 days and the filming only goes up by 1. So there's a mismatch in things. The game's not consistent, and that's kind of been the theme for it for a long time now. The game's just not consistent with what it says. Director, we'll get Willard this one. Our soldier for this. I don't want to use my A-team right now. Bill Ramsey, maybe. Bill Ramsey here. He's not going to get any experience, but it's all right. Additional payment for continuing work until the film is complete is 0. What? I've never seen this icon before. Where did that come from? It's not on him. Hold on. What is that? Russell Ramsey, Walter Carroll, nothing. Carl Hudson, no. Where did that come from just now? Hold on, I want to put that guy back. Where is he? Shoot, where is he? The guy I just used. The guy I just put in here. It wasn't Russell, was it? Yeah, Russell. I was so busy looking at this. Additional payment for continuing work until the film is complete. Why does Russell Ramsey have that? Nobody else has that. What is... You have 1,000 days left in your contract. $610. So you're on a timed contract, right? So are you. Nothing there. And then Russell Ramsey. What is this? I don't remember this ever being there. Is this a new thing? Medical coverage. Don't tell me I'm missing things on the screen this time, guys. Don't tell me this. I'm looking everywhere. I hate this. I hate this feeling. It happens in every game. I hate this feeling where it's like it's right in front of me, and everybody's going to the comment section telling me it's right in front of me, and it's just I don't see it. I get that it's $0, but why is he the only one that has that? Doesn't anyone else have that? I've never seen this before, and it seems like after swapping people in and out, he's the only one that has that. It's strange. I don't know if there's a perk or some kind of trait about him, but I kind of want to see what happens there now. I'm going to put him in this movie. Soldier 1, Soldier 2. So he's 35. We'll put Scott Fuller as 36. Damsel in Distress. We can make this be... I want to uncap you, though. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to put you in this. Wanda. Damsel in Distress is 44. Sidekick is going to be... I'd like it to be one of you two, but I can't. So, Owen, you're capped. Walter is not going to get much out of this, but all right. All right. So we'll start the project. Let that go. I don't know what it is. I'm like focusing on the tiny details now instead of like normally if a content creator, I get my words probably lead you to think that I just want this to be over. Why am I still playing it or whatever? Like I don't want my words to be that way. But my behavior is exactly the opposite, right? If I wanted it to end, if I was like, hey, you know, when is this gonna? If I was like that, then why would I be diving into the really nitty-gritty details, right? It's because at the moment, anyway, it's because I have everything else done. So the nitty-gritty details that I haven't really bothered to really look at yet, that's like the only things left to really explore now, you know? Rom-com, the backup plan. This is good. I could start this, but I'm going to shelve it for now because I really need to make those war movies, and I think I'm running out of time. Like, I wanted to make the war movies before this end of this year, but these scripts just aren't going to finish in time, you know? So I'm not going to end up with taking advantage of that situation at all, which I think is all right because I've got enough movies. Okay. Now, I'm trying to understand something here. Was this not the movie that had the great composer that was supposed to buff the movie because of the really great soundtrack? Right? Wasn't this movie that one? And yet it went down instead of up. And there's no details as to why that happened. It does not tell me why that would happen. Despite a random event coming in telling me that the composition was so great, the score was so great. I think that was this movie. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a different one that was around the 7.5, 5.8 or whatever. Like, I feel like there was only one movie that was like that. Was it Yesterday? Was it the Yesterday thing? I have to look at this. Let me put you... just put you right here. We'll go like, I don't know, 17K here, 14K, 11K. It's not going to get a whole lot of benefits anyway, so I probably should bring this down just a tad. Yeah, because it doesn't score high enough to get any of the bonuses, so just kind of do this. Well, it is a war movie, though. Hang on. No, this is World War II Pacific, right? So if we're taking advantage of this whole filling the theaters thing, then wouldn't we do this instead? Right? And wouldn't we want to get it as fast as possible? You know? I don't know. They said that the war movies were going to fill the theaters, so I don't even know why I would need to advertise it too much, right? I mean, if the government's just going to fill it for me, then why do I have to do it? I don't know. We'll go like this. And I guess I can go... Oh, here we go. Head of distribution. I see you decided to limit yourself to a short advertising campaign. Hey, you doubting my wisdom? You say you don't doubt my wisdom? But here's the thing, buddy. I've been having a short advertising campaign for like the last decade. And it's working out really well, okay? My advertising campaign... My advertisers are real good at their job, okay? Unlike my participants in Dirty Tricks. They're really good at what they do, right? And as you can see, 100% effectiveness. So I think you are doubting my wisdom. After 10 years of doing the same thing over and over again. Was it this movie that had the benefits of it? It's the same composer, so maybe it was this one. Maybe it was this one that had the event. Because this is an 8.5, but I don't know. I don't remember. I wish they would tell me in the details and stuff. 100% attendance in 2 weeks in a row is very nice. It kind of leads me to believe I went a little bit low on the numbers, though. Right? 83% on 12K, though, is very good to see. And then there's no showings here. Crap. What have I done? Well, I've done it. I did it. That's what I did. So day before yesterday, if you had any chance at an award, I screwed it up. All right. The producers, oh man, the production house really screwed this movie, didn't they? There's no reason to advertise, is there? I don't think so. All right. And then O'Nelly is still making some money, but if I refresh this, they're not gonna have hardly any showings. I'm just gonna max out these 2 weeks and then have nothing here. So like basically no losses is taking over. And the idea is, I want to see if the war movie has an impact, right? So we did roll successfully to get the skill increase there. I could hold off on training you further so that I could fix the film school, but I just don't think I need to. You know, I just don't think I need to. Plus, some of these other ones, they still have, 161 days left. So if I start your training now, it's not really going to have a huge impact on timeline. It's only 180 days, so it's like an extra 20 days of waiting. And I get you at 10, guaranteed. So let's do that. Is there anyone else at 9 stars on cap that I could do this with? Vivian's close enough to just leave that alone. I think Alice. She's not in any movies right now. She's not going to be in any movies in the next 6 months, so we'll just pop her on there too. She can be a 10-star actress. And I could put Anthony in there to get him to the guaranteed 9. I could. Vincent can be in here. We'll raise it by 2. We'll roll the dice on Vincent. So if everybody's going to be... Well, okay, so Vincent's will be longer, though. Yeah, that's not the 180 days. Vincent's going to be longer. Yeah, well, I've already got him in there. So I guess we'll do one more cycle where we flip coins and try to boost people up. So Clifton... We can go like that with you, and then scroll down. Anyone who is uncapped. Verky's only 20. Holy smokes, we got to get you up there. She's only 20 years old, guys. She's the next superstar right there. She's uncapped at 20 years old. Unlimited power. I think that's good. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to use Anthony Reese. I need a star power for the future, and then everybody else is at max skill level. What about directors, cinematographers? Maybe cinematographers, editors, not really, composers. I could raise you. I could raise you 1 level right now as a composer. It just makes you unavailable for 6 months, but I think that's all right. I can raise you up, and then what else can we do? Screenwriters, Matthew, I think we flip the coin on you. All right, so a lot of film school people. All right, we're going through things, guys. It's happening, okay? Now, I don't know whether we're going to get this big war bonus or not. That's the thing I'm unsure of, so I want to see how that works. Do they actually fill my theaters with war movies here? It's an A-, so we'll have to see what happens. Bone Grinder doing his bone grindy thing, telling everybody that it's a horrible movie. Surely our readers already know the truth. It's already poor education, is what it is. It's poor education, these people who like this movie. All right, so I do want to see how that works out there. And then we'll renew his contract too. I guess we're just letting this flow. At this point, I'm not even like editing these videos very well. I don't need 5 movies for a couple million. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. 5 movies for this much. Sure. I mean, I'm not entirely sure I'll get 5 movies out of you, to be honest. Maybe we should go down to a 1 movie contract. I think we'll go 1 by 1. You're 65. You know, you're just a tad on the old side. I don't want to pay you for a whole bunch of movies ahead of time. Cinematographer, let's go 3 years with you. Okay, let's see how no losses is working. And as expected, this war movie here takes place in the Pacific for World War II. It is not filling theaters. Like, you are not filling every seat. That's not happening. So, at least not with that movie. It's not. So, there's that. Obviously, this one is happening because we had, very, very few compared to what we should have had. And then, obviously, this didn't work out very well either. We could set this distribution up again, but it would just not do very well, like, forever. But we could do it. We can see if we can get some viewership next week. Huge hit to our income here. I think we're just going to end distribution on Nelly. It's done a really good job already, so it's goodbye. And then my police raids thing as well I need to do. Oh, here we go. Cinema raids is over. Police raids in theaters have stopped. Audience was unhappy about this stubborn intrusions. I lost a little bit of reputation. Whoop-de-doo. And my 8.0 director. I don't think I need you right now, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and pass. I don't think I need you at the moment. Let me just go ahead and really quick, because I think my rivals are being very aggressive. So let's just make sure we do this. I did the cinema raids thing, so I have extra GP to spend with you guys. And then I have extra GP here, too. Why don't we... man, I don't want any of these. Trailer ads for bars is okay, but... And it lasts for how long? For 6 months. Okay, these will be done before my big movies are coming out. So I'm going to take this one. And then we can go ahead and do a beating. I'm not really into the murder game right now. And then Evergreen's been actually doing this over and over again to me. So I feel like I'm interested in beating down some. They don't have any directors, really. They have one cinematographer. They have a single editor, okay? And honestly, he's not that great. I don't know if they're hiring out for this. There are other better editors, but I'm going to go ahead and beat him. We're going to get a beating on Cornelius. Because we can. And then as far as, editors that are available, there's so many of them that are available. Lloyd Sims is available for $26,000 a month. Man. Undisciplined misogynist woman. Okay. Sure. Thelma's racist. Okay. I mean, I don't want to pay $26,000 a month for Lloyd Sims. He's very expensive. And I have editors that are at this level. I don't need to hire another one, So, like, he's there, but I don't need to hire him. I could beat him. We send out a murderer against a really great... Ooh, this actually did really well, didn't it? Yep. Against a really great editor that no one else can have. Yeah, maybe that's the play. I don't want him, and I don't want you to have him. I guess. World War II Europe is here, and we can go ahead and start production on this right now. We want this to be as fast as possible, so second unit definitely happening. I think I might go a little bit more extra. I'm going to get penalized for that, but man, that's a huge change. It's tempting to go 16-hour days. I think it might be less of an issue if we went 7, 8. This has the potential for like bad things to happen. I might be able to mitigate those things, though. And this is the movie that... Oh, it can only be a 9. Right? I mean, it's not even starting production yet, so... No, this can only be a 9. So the worst that can happen is it drops below 9. This is not one of my 10 movies. I'm going to try this. 16-hour days. I think that's going to be pretty bad. Let's go 6 days, 12 hours. It's going to help me a lot. And look at it a little bit more manageable, and second unit will speed it up too. We got a really great security on there. If anything happens with that, then we'll know how to handle it, at that point. So no losses. The government is definitely not filling our theaters for war movies, so that is not a thing that's happening. You are in film training, so I can't use you, and I think you are as... No, you're not, but you are. I'm maxing you out. I'm not going to do those. Although, no, these are both scripts I'm not going to write in time. I'm not going to be able to write them in time. I already have my writers doing other things, so it's fine. All right, no losses is still making $1 million. I mean, 7%. Let's get a more appropriate amount here. Okay, let's go a little bit closer to reality here with this movie that is definitely not having its theaters filled to capacity. We'll go something more like this. I'm not sure I even care about the advertising, to be honest. I just don't want all the other movies to not make money while that one's there. So filming goes to 8.4 on Misalliance. That's neat. Because it wasn't that good of a script, but I'm happy that it went there. And we have Edgar, who is ready and waiting. Wilson, who can get a little bit more experience, might go to 9.4 after this movie. And we're going to stay on high here. Just because I'm still experimenting with the idea of maybe not needing the amazing, right? Okay, this is August. The Supreme Court has upheld the plaintiff's claims in the United States versus Gernstein Brothers. Movie studios will no longer be allowed to own movie theaters. However, the court did accept one of the defendant's arguments for a stay of at least 2 years. The decision will not go into effect until December 31st of 1948. So that does give me a lot of time, yeah. So 1948, we lose all of our movie theaters. That is fine with me. I need you, Carl Hudson. You're our only hope. I don't need you, but I'm going to go 5 movies with you. And I think I'm going to send you into the film school as well. Same thing with you, Tommy. All right, same thing with you. We're going to go movies, and we're going to get you into film school so that you can go and max yourself out here. Am I going to... Yeah, I'm all right with it. I think the experimental training can just proceed with these two. It's okay. Tommy Franklin, go. And lifting up. Where's our other guy? 8.0. Edward is a little old for me to invest that. Carl Hudson, there you go. All right, we'll try to lift their limits. See if we can't get them to be better. You know, this one can just end distribution. We kind of screwed the pooch on that. My bad. Send it to archive. To be fair, I was only going on information that was given to me by members of my staff who I clearly should not have trusted. It was just a rumor to try to get me to make war movies after the war was over. It wasn't real. Gernstein planted propaganda, and it worked. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We are nearly completed with our 10 scripts. So it takes advantage. We knew events could happen here because I'm going a little bit 6 days a week kind of thing. So we knew that was going to happen. Now we have some options here, but pretty much all of them are going to relate to lowering the appeal and quality. This one's going to ruin his happiness. And the film will be slower for only 5 days. It's ahead of schedule. I think I'm liking this one. So we're going to oil him up. That's what it said. He doesn't like it, but we're going to do it. And in exchange, we'll give him a nice wardrobe. Now he's completely fine with being oiled up. Enjoy being oiled. All you needed was a nice fancy sweater. And I can abuse you all I want. I'll end distribution on this one too. I didn't like that one anyway. We're at nearly $420 million. And we can't do a banquet because this is still being fixed. Yeah, all right. I mean, I don't need the banquet. 10,000 influence. So I guess I'm just like on autopilot right now. Like, oh, I got to do a banquet. I'm not doing a banquet. I got to do a banquet. I see again. Why does this drop it? 9.0, 9.4. Both of them work well together. There's no traits that these guys have that would conflict with what's in the film, and yet they dropped in quality. Why? A whole half point. Why? It's very strange. I just want more information as to why things happen. It could just be random variance, right? If it's random variance, just tell me it is. Just say, hey, you rolled low. Give me like the Baldur's Gate treatment where you at least show me the dice. And I can then go, oh, well, RNG happened. Of course, with this game, I would think that, you know, if there's any random variants like that in the game, it probably would not be welcomed, I don't think, by a lot of people. You know, you want to make sure you want to know that your decisions, your good decisions, are rewarded when you make a good decision. And RNG has the tendency to, you know, make someone feel like the control has been taken away from them a little bit. But the random variance happens everywhere in life, and sometimes you just don't have control, right? You make good decisions, you try to help your luck as best as possible, but at the end of the day, you don't have 100% control. You know, that's just how it is. And I think that's probably, I got too many here. I got 5. Let's go take this one away. Yeah. Speaking of that, I don't know if you guys have seen it by the time this video posts easily. We're playing XCOM 2. A lot of you guys are like, wait a minute, that's a really different game than this. Why would you play that? Well, this is actually the most played game in my time. I've been doing content creation now for over 10 years by the time this video posts. So I got my 10-year anniversary, right? And it might surprise a lot of you to know that I've actually streamed XCOM 2 over the last 10 years. I've streamed it more than 1,000 hours. So it's like the game I've played more than any other. It's just not on YouTube because it just doesn't work on YouTube for me. I just haven't been able to retain an audience on YouTube for me. But I have a second channel. It's linked in the description. I have a second channel where I post things that are not the theme of this channel. And I'm starting up another one. After 6 years away from the Long War mod, I'm getting back into it. Now, you are interesting. Mostly you're interesting because of the rate you're charging. And you're, 9.0 potential here. Chast isn't great, but, I'm not going to put you in any, bad movies or anything. So, you know what? I don't think it'll, because your price, I'm just okay with just maxing you out for 5 years, I think. Let's just bring you in. Why not have another director on standby for me, Why not? Script department has Joe Double doing nothing. I did want to repair these buildings, but I need these scripts to be completed before that happens. 182 days left in that one is a long time. So I can probably get you doing something. And you could write The Looking Glass. It's a space movie. It's action, science fiction, thriller. It's not really your cup of tea, but hey, you could make it a really good movie. I am curious, though. Did I add an extra element to this movie yet? I don't think I did. Yeah, it's still 9 out of 10. We might as well do that, yeah? Before hitting the button, we might as well. So this, let's see, aliens, should be mentioned, prison break, rescue. Okay, so we're escaping aliens here. Pretty much is what we're doing here. Okay, well, nothing better for escaping an alien movie than some good old-fashioned nudity. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. There's some. It's happening. It's a female alien too, by the way. I don't know. Whatever. It's like Jennifer's Body kind of thing now. It's like, that's not an alien, but we're going to go with it. It's more of a vampire than anything else, I guess, but we're going to go with it. Okay, cool. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing with that movie. So Bill has his development ceiling lifted, which is fantastic for us because now we can really get going with him. Now, how's the timeline on things? So you're already at 214 days. The thing about this, right, is if I just keep doing that, where it's like, I'm only adding 2 days, or I'm only adding 20 days. If I just keep doing that, I'm going to end up adding a lot of days. But I can go to 180 days with him because it does not extend the actual timeline for the building. So we'll go to 180 days for him instead. So right here, Bill Horton, 180 days. There we go. That way we know next. I'm going to put my foot down, all right? Film school is going to be closed at the end of 209 days. Yes, 209 days from now, the film school will be closed for renovations, okay? Put my foot down here. So as long as I add people that only take 180 days, then we're great. There it is, guys. At least as a script, it's there. As a script. But is it going to stay this way as we produce it? Right? That's the thing. So this is our war veteran movie. We want to start this immediately. And I was going to use Ralph Taylor for this because he's a 10-star. I'm going to give him the best quality locations I can find for everything. I don't have a lot of extras. I'm wondering where the line is and where it doesn't stay a 10. But we will see. I'm going to give you every single tool I can. Producer, the best producer I have is a 9. Is there anyone... I can give you a 9.4. It's the best I can do here. We're going to own just one movie. I can give you a 9.4. It's the best available. So that's what we'll do. The director, obviously, the legendary Roger Fox, who also has this. Not sure why. This is a drama. You are known for this, so that works. War veteran. It's going to be Donald, isn't it? It's going to be Donald. The parent figure. I mean, parent figure. None of these guys are old enough to be the parent figure. Wendy is my protagonist for the next movie. So I think I might use Vivian for this because I want to have these two together in the next movie. So I'm going to go like this. Sidekick. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any more 10 stars. This is the part where it gets really challenging is like, how do you keep it a 10? Because you don't have the talent to keep it a 10. So Fred, going to be our sidekick for this. Although I feel like I probably should save you for the next movie. I already have a 10 here. I'm not going to have even a 9 for the next movie. That seems a little bit bad. I'm going to go Anthony here. I know he's low, but I don't have it. And that's the problem. Actress, I needed somebody. Wow. Cochran. Come on in here. Yeah. You enjoy a little bit of them methamphetamines. So we'll get that for you as well. And it'll just be this one. And you're going to be in this movie. And I think I'm actually going to have you as... The worried wife makes sense here. She's a little bit younger than the protagonist too. So that makes sense here. Hopefully you guys combined with you two will lift you up. And I think the sidekick is a really weak role here. Maybe I give it to Harry. Is there no one else? I don't really want Bobby Martin, but I think I'm going to take Bobby Martin. I don't want to ruin this. I think I'm going to get Bobby. I can afford it. Fine. You can have $500,000 for a single movie. Oh, you actually like some drugs, don't you? Give you some heroin. That's worth at least $3,000, I guess. Yeah, one movie for Bobby. All right. He is giving me a discount with the behemoth bonus now. I didn't have that before. So we'll go like this. He's a little cheaper than he was before. So a lot cheaper. Like half off from where it was before. Okay, so this has got to stay at 10, right? I mean, we have 2 10 actors, 9.4s on 2 of the talent plus the producer. I could add another producer to this just to see if that helps. I don't know. I haven't done that yet. Let's do that. I don't want the misogynist. I'm wondering if adding Guillermo, I can never say that name. Anyway, Mr. Lopez. I wonder if adding Mr. Lopez is going to hurt me or help me because he's an 8.4. I don't want the misogynist though. I don't want anyone that like is going to treat the women badly, right? So I think maybe I just keep Franklin and put Franklin on it. But that means he's already on a movie, isn't he? No, he's not. Okay, so he can be on the next one too. Fantastic. Now I wish I had gotten Francis on an amended contract, which is another thing I wish you could do in this game, is amend someone's contract. It should cost you more to do that. So, for example, one movie for $425. If I want to have him for a 2-movie contract, it should cost me $1 million. It cost me a little extra because he has the idea behind it is that he has the negotiating power, right? I'm the one coming to the table wanting to change it. So he has the power in that, right? Whoever talks first doesn't have the power, right? That's the idea. Let's go like this and like this. Okay, so I might need another producer after this, but this movie I'm hoping stays a 10. Should work out. Okay. Drama. Brothers in Arms, not a big deal. Vivian's going to add that star power to it too. Lots of star power through this. Just rising stars, but it's all right. It's good. Seal it. Go. Hopefully that works out. All right. Now, Aftermath should also be a 10. wow. There it is. So that's the animation playing tricks with me. Yeah. So Aftermath, also a very good script. Because I know what I'm doing. That's why. All right. So War Widow, Parent Figure. Everything is really adjusting. This is good. So if you start this project, the War Widow is Wendy. All right. The War Widow is Wendy. Now, as far as this goes, this is my concern is I don't have a really super high-end cinematographer. I'm left with a 9. And he's a misogynist of all things. So I can't use him. Perfectionist here, but we don't have great locations for this. So I almost want to wait to produce this movie. Because both of my, like, maxed out for a location, both of these guys are misogynists. And I don't have anyone else. Like, Perfectionist is here. That's fine. But his affinity for things is kind of undecided. He's not really going to get me where I need. And everyone else, of course, is a lower talent. So can't use Jesse Fox. Can't get you. Pedro isn't a bad pick, and he's actually really cheap for his skill. But 8.6, kind of pushing it here. I don't know about that. We can get him, but I don't know about that. Let's go 3 years with you, just to get you on the payroll, and we'll see about maybe pushing you into this movie. I don't know. 8.6. It's like, would you rather have a 9.0 who doesn't like women for your movie about women struggling? Or would you rather have an 8.6 that doesn't feel that way, right? But he's a gambler. I don't know. I don't know what the better call is here. He's going to get a loyalty bump, basically, just because I hired him. This interface is just not refreshing. But I like the idea of using my 4-star locations and trying to just push through this. So I'm hoping with 2 10-star talent, we can push through that. I don't know. We'll see. It may not work that way. I might do 2 producers here too, just to see if it helps. Yeah, Bruce Hammond, come in here and help out too. Director for this, I've got Norman ready to go. He's not really known for this, but he's going to help us out. Our War Widow is Wendy Carpenter. We're going to see if we can get her an award, okay? Mentor is going to be Gertrude. She's been through this before, okay? She's going to help her through this. Sidekick-wise, I'm a little bit light for female talent because I already used the other one. So Parent Figure, yeah, it's going to have to be Fred. I wasn't going to do that, but it's going to have to be Fred. So my sidekick, who do I got that's available here? Marion, maybe? Yeah, he's probably best. Chast, cheerful. Okay. It's the best I can do. So 9.0 is the way it's going to be. You know what? Why don't we just get you for 3 years? I'm fine with it. And we'll go ahead and get you in this movie as our sidekick. Okay, so I've done what I can here. I'm hoping that 3 10s, 2 9s, and then doubling up the producer will lead to a bonus with everything else being maxed out. So let's see if we can keep this movie at 10 as well. And then we have Mitigated Horrors. That's going to be done being written. Oh, and Pass the Torch is done. So we have 4 scripts coming up right now that are probably going to be at 10s because of how we structured them, how we assembled the stories, and then who we had write them. Being very meticulous on what we're choosing there. So, all right. So here's our charismatic criminal, betrayal, turn enemy, etc. We have to shelve this for now. All my talent's busy with the other ones, but it's okay. And then Mitigated Horrors is not a script that I wrote. This is one that was inspired or a promising idea or whatever, right? So that turned out okay. What did he end up doing here? A soldier against a war criminal. Battle scene betrayal escapes at captivity. Okay, it's not the worst script in the world, but all right. Historical drama. Okay. It is about a war. It is about the war, I guess. And then we have Wonderful. That's the other one that I was writing. The other one that I did. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if we can get our 10-star movies. We won't get them this year, so if Wendy does win a Pollux, it'll be next year, right? So it'll be 1948 where she wins the Pollux instead, which I guess I'll have to play till then, won't I? Sure will. Cinematographer, you're not very happy, I feel like we could do something better with you, and that actually is a problem because you might have downgraded the movie for that. Let's go Screw it. Let's just go 3 years with you. I'm going to see about getting you happier. Silvano Holmes. Cinematographers. Why are you so unhappy? Because with unhappiness comes quality problems. Now you're happy. When in doubt, just give them things, you know? That's how you make them happy. You just give them things. You know, so you're like, oh, I'm not very loyal. Here's some whiskey. Okay, I'm a little more loyal now. Thanks for the drink. That's it. That's all it takes. You just have to take advantage of them. This will be slapped at 9 after the filming results are done. Who was part of this? Can I get somebody back here for another one? Willard, not so good here. It's a lot of 8s, 8.7s. Okay, not the biggest deal here. Happiness, Scott Fuller's happiness fell, but like, I guess there's a lot of people that are unhappy here, huh? That's weird. Let's throw a rap party. Why not? We'll just do it. I'm not sure why everyone's so unhappy here. What happened on set, guys? What exactly happened on set? Everyone just got... Yet, despite that, it's still a 9. But everyone's very unhappy. It's kind of weird. Yep, he's a 9.4 now. So he has gotten a little bit more skilled. We want to keep getting him involved in everything so that he can compose my 10s. Or at least get as high as possible to composing the 10s. And then... And maybe I can hire another editor. I'm not sure. I don't think I have another editor available. Okay. Opal did not get her ceiling lifted. I am going to just hit continue. I'm not going to try it again. I'm putting my foot down, like I said. We're going to get the film school, image workshop and stuff all fixed up. Okay. Maybe we could even... Since we're not really even doing much with the trash pit, I could probably bring that to 100% too, I suppose. Let's get you for 3 more years because we can. There we go. Yeah. And then trash pit, I guess I'll just start a repair on it because we're not really using it right now. Technical support right here. So production support we definitely can't do because we need to produce the movie. However, how long would it take? 42 days. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I got to get these movies out. So once these are done, maybe we'll do it. So Miss Alliance came in. You saw that right before the cut. This is how it did in its first week. Not too bad. Looks like we can probably go about 3,500 or so for the next week-ish. Somewhere around there is fine. There we go. Yeah, maybe we'll keep the advertising for another couple weeks. That's fine too. Okay. Settle with that. How we doing? Let's settle with that. We spent a bunch of money. We're still at a 9. That's good. Tom Stone's coming back. Got a little more experience. Jane Fisher's up to almost 8.5. Nellie's a little over 9 now. Okay. All right. Let's get... Yeah, I mean, 8.7 is not great. But I can't get her to a 9 unless I give her movies, so we'll just do it. Obviously not giving her the big one. The 2 big ones, I suppose, which are right here. Aftermath, pre-production, where are we at? You bastards, no way. That's like just not possible. Unless you're telling me you need over 500 extras for a war, like a post-war drama. That is just impossible, man. What the hell is happening here? And the thing is, it doesn't tell you why. Actors? Really? The actors brought it to a 7? Really? Explain yourself. You know? The producers brought it down to a 7. Really? The producers? Explain yourself. Cinematographer brought it down. Really? Not to a 7, it doesn't. So that doesn't make any sense. We will see how this turns out. We're not going to do any difference in the schedule there, but we'll see. This one also got a hit. It's very hard to make a 10 out of 10 movie. But still, I mean, I gave this thing 9.5s and 10s, and it brought it down to an 8.6 on artistic. I mean, that's just unjustified. Hopefully, during production, it changes it. Hopefully, during production, everything gets better. What is the deal with your happiness? Why is everyone's happiness so bad right now? What is going on here? Is it? I mean, it's not happiness is not the reason why the movies are stalling because I can check their happiness and their happiness is not bad, right? Like my actors and stuff, just everybody is not in a good mood now. Like everybody's in a great mood. Actors wise, I mean, she's not. I guess I could help her. There's just certain things going on that are making people unhappy all of a sudden. Don't need to give you a full thing. Who else can we make happy? Walter Carroll, you're in training anyway. I don't care. Russell Ramsey, I think you're in. I mean, I want to make you somewhat happier. Who else, man? Scott Fuller is not that. I mean, yeah, just all of a sudden everybody's happiness is crap. And I'm not entirely sure how that would just randomly happen like that, but yeah, we can just get their stats back up, I suppose. I need to lift your limits. Darn it. Didn't get you in there in time. You need your limits increased as well. I'm going to make you a little bit happier. Whatever, just give her all of it. That's interesting. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay. Maybe this is what we need to really pin down our outstanding 10 out of 10 movies, right? Maybe we needed the Pryor A1. All right. Now, once we've got that, this is a much better camera system, I think, than this is. The years, it's newer, it's also color. I don't know how you fully compare these. I've been told before that the quality rating is like not comparable between other cameras or whatever, like not directly. But either way, this one should be the best. How does selling technology work? Interested Studios, Marganese. And then we've got like some weird Russian stuff going on here. I don't know. I'm not sure. 100,000 a day. Is that accurate? That seems really strong. Sound tech. We can now develop sound tech if we want to as well. I'm wondering if we would be possible to just improve this. So it doesn't look like you can improve the existing design, because there's no button to just like develop it further. I wanted to be able to use it and then continuously invest in developing further, but it doesn't look like I can. So we're going to go to sound now. And it's only letting me do mono. Yeah, it's 1946. Okay. Well, we can go and call this Pryor S1. I'm so original. Average level is already here. So we want to go like up to here. Yeah, 1,800 days, but it's going to be way better than everything else on the market, that kind of thing. But is it though? Because is something else going to come out later? Maybe it's not that expensive. Maybe it's like here. Yeah, maybe it's a little expensive to use, but it's really high quality, that kind of thing. 1,500 days. We'll try to invent this with all of our teams focusing on that for the next 1,500 days. All right, but now we can use that for shooting our movies, and would have been nice to do that with these, but we can at least do it for Wonderful. Wonderful can be the first movie we shoot on our new camera, you know? Post-production just didn't get... You just couldn't give me the boutique bonus, could you? You just had to find a reason to take it away. Ugh. 8.9. Feels bad. Apparently so do a lot of other people. Just everyone has a happiness issue now. I'm not sure why. Let's put you... you're a horror movie. Probably put you like here. I don't want you to be too close to Valentine's Day. You'll extend into it, but I don't want you to be too close to it. Let's go like this. I will get the behemoth bonus, but it's not going to have that slow fall off. So let's grab this. Yeah, it could be up that close, I guess. I just didn't want you to release on the same week as this, so I'm actually going to bring you back like this. I want you to have a nice clear week for this. I think so. And then again, for our advertising, we'll start around the holiday, and we are going to target young men and men with women and some boys. We could maybe come down here like this. Okay. I don't think we have much for dirty tricks, but Walter, no. Look at the happiness. Like, what is going on with everybody's happiness? Why is everyone so depressed? Is it because we're losing our theaters? I mean, I know. You feel bad for me. I know. I just want to get you into the green zone, you know? And then, yeah, let's pay off debts or something. I don't know. Who's going to do that? Somebody will do it, right? No? Nobody wants to do it? Wow. Okay. Fine. No dirty tricks then. I guess. Confirm this. All right. I'm going to zoom you guys ahead. Well, I guess I'm not because Wonderful's going to complete now and we want to see that script, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Fine, fine, fine. We'll go like this. This is probably appropriate for what's left for this movie. And we're probably good there. And now you will just be on your last month. That's fine. So how does Wonderful do? Right? Of course. Of course. So this is the second movie where we want Wendy as our protagonist, as our hopeless romantic protagonist. We're going to shelve this because she's currently busy on Aftermath. Hopefully raising Aftermath because that's abysmal. It's so abysmal. I wonder if a higher level of service would help it. You know, I haven't looked into that, but I wonder if that would play a role in how that would go. Monthly studio expenses, and end of the year comes in 1947, and we've crushed the competition. We have not quite twice the bank that Gernstein has, but we have 3 times the money. 3 times the income. 3 times the income, but almost twice the cash on hand. Everything's looking pretty good. 19% tax rate. Very nice. We're gonna owe way less taxes now. Now that the war is done. Top 3 box office. Not really that much of a surprise. We're the only ones that have a lot of theaters. Critical acclaim is interesting. I'm not really getting there. I'm not getting 10s. Like, look at how many 10 movies are being made. This is nuts. I disagree. Look at that. Look at that bullshit. It's a 10. I mean, it is. It's, acted by an 8.8, but it's a 10. Okay. I guess. A pluses, the fixes. Okay. As long as it's an A plus. 10, 9.4. Yeah, I mean, we have some good stuff here, but there's just certain things that I just don't know how the game can explain it, you know? I'm just not sure. Like, how can you explain a 10 out of 10 movie with an 8.8 protagonist? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? The professionalism score isn't everything, is the only explanation you have there. Historical for Edward Peterson. Oh, God, all this is going to happen again.